And here it is, guys. Today I'm finally welcoming you all with the all-new 2024 model Mercedes-Benz E-Class. As Mercedes-Benz showed us the W213 E-Class back in 2016 with Dr. Z in Detroit, and then in 2020 while COVID times they showed us the facelifted version of that. Now it's time for a completely rechange. Right in front of us we have the all-new W214 E-Class, and in today's video I want to give you a full tour of this, showing you all the exterior highlights and what came new with the new generation E-Class. Afterwards we'll also check out the interior, and then last but not least we'll finish it off with a resume. So right in front of us we have the latest generation E-Class. It's not a facelift or else, it's the W214 E-Class, and we have a lot of changes just by the exterior, by the design, by the interior. So let's get on and let me tell you more about the new E-Class. First things first, 50% of all the available engine specs will be plug-in hybrid models. Apart from that, the E-Class is now a bit larger. I think it grew by 22 millimeters by the wheelbase. We have a completely rechange by the exterior design. So let's get on and let's start with the walk around. First of all, amazing color option. There's a new option coming with the new E-Class. It's called Verde Silver. Beautiful exterior paint. I love that. And here we have the AMG line option. Right over there we have the progressive line, non-AMG line option, which is coming straight from factory. This one is the optional, more sportier looking one. Let me just unveil this one for you. And here we have the other option, the base option, the E-Class. Coming here, Nautic Blue, we have the progressive line exterior option and also with the standing star in the front. But we will be mainly focusing on the AMG line, which we have here finished in Verde Silver. So let's get on and let's start with the walk around and let me show you through the all new E-Class. First things first, we have a completely new front. Just look at the face of the new E-Class. With the new face, we have a completely makeover on the headlight unit. Here we have a straight LED line, as you can see here, and then we have these two LEDs giving the E-Class a new eye. As you can see, is really cool design, still having two separate lights here showing us that this is an E-Class. I really love the way they made this, and also in addition to that it kind of looks like it's connected with the grille just by the black panel we have here. It's also something we know from the EQ models, but instead of that, we have a real grille with the cool Mercedes-Benz star pattern integrated. We have a full chrome grille here, looking super luxurious. And also for the first time ever, you can't see it that clearly right now, but the grille is illuminated. You have some LED bars inside here and also on the top. As soon as you look from below, you can clearly see that. And you also have that while driving. It's something really cool. We have the front camera here. We have the 3D Mercedes-Benz star emblem, which is standing straight. Back in the days, I think it used to be a bit more tilted. And then, as we have the AMG line here, we have the front bumper. And this one, as soon as you have a closer look, it's also finished with the nice Mercedes-Benz star pattern here, which gives this a very cool and nice and sporty touch. We have the Niked package on this vehicle. That's why all the parts in the front are finished in black gloss. As you see with the non-Niked package car in the back, you have a lot of chrome trim on the exterior as well. Now let's talk about the side of the car in total. As I mentioned, by the wheelbase, we have a growth of 22 millimeters. We need that because now we have even more space for the rear passengers. In addition to that, I have to mention something. We have some really cool lines coming with the body of the new E-Class, and these two lines, as you can see here by the shoulders, they really do remind me of the traditional Mercedes-Benz design language, which we already know from, let's say, the 300 SL. Even that model had these iconic lines. I really love them. And in addition to that, we also have the seamless door handles, which we already know from mostly every Mercedes-Benz nowadays, with the S-Class, EQS, whatever, also illuminated here. It's also really cool how that is floating inside the body. As soon as I lock it, they move back inside. This is also the key, which is actually the same key as we have with the new S and C. and also now available for the latest generation of the E. As we have the night package, everything here is finished in black gloss. I just love the bold shoulders. It's really looking super sporty with the lines. Extremely nice finish here with the night package in black gloss. The wheels here, we have 20-inch multi-spoke full black gloss finish AMG line wheels. But with the new E-Class, you can go up to 21 inches. It's really cool to have these big sizes for base E-Class models. For the E-Class, also an option, we have the rear axle steering coming with 4.5 degrees, reducing the turning circle, I think, up to 90 centimeters, which is a lot, especially when you drive the car around the cities. And now let's talk about the rear. And here we have it. Here we have the all new E-Class rear. And with the rear, we have a completely new look. Just the design of it. It looks super elegant and really cool. I really love that. And my highlight of the rear is definitely the tail lights. Because with the tail lights, we now have two Mercedes-Benz stars here integrated. I really love that, also by the design language which we already know from the front. Also aero improved on the side, full chrome finish, reminded me a lot of the S-Class. Then here the center part, we already had that with the GLC, for example. It's not illuminated, but it's cool. It looks like it's connected, but it's not. It's just for the looks. But this one is finished in a dark red finish. With the GLC, for example, it's full black finished. Full chrome bar here, giving us very luxurious vibes. Even the Mercedes-Benz star here in the back, you can see that. Even this one is curved. It's so cool, giving this a very sporty touch with the rear tail. And here the exhaust tips are really huge for the AMG line, but unfortunately these are just for the look, just covers, as you can see. As soon as you look down under the car, you can see the real ones. But all in all, guys, how do you like the rear of the all new W214 E-Class? With this E-Class being a hybrid, I think we are talking about the E300 here. Right hand side, you can pump it up with gas. On the left hand side, you can charge it. You can see it right over here. There we go. And all in all, that's it for the exterior. Now let's talk about the inside. This is the all new interior of the latest generation E-Class. Let me just jump inside and give you a closer look, especially here on the animation. There we go. Crazy. With the E-Class now we have complete change in the interior. Just by the door panels, you can see here we have this 3D part which you already know from the C-Class. Also this handle which you also know from the C-Class, the EQE, for example, Burmester speaker covers. Now the E-Class also comes with the 4D Burmester sound system which we know from the Maybach. This is crazy. And now in the inside of the E-Class we have not a hyperscreen, we have the so-called super screen. The difference between the hyperscreen and this screen here is that the third display is not connected with the other two here, and we have way more features. This is the latest technology now available for the E-Class, making the E-Class even more attractive than the S-Class and EQS in my opinion. The system is so cool. We also have a camera here on top. We have the active ambient color surrounding you. We also have it here worked inside the air vents down here as well. Finally, now this center console, this part here, comes from factory standard in wooden trim. They just saw my videos and now they've realized that it's not a good option. Finally, this is also a second option, and you can still go with the piano trim if you want. Interior full leather trim. We have a very bright, nice leather, I think it's Neva gray interior here. We have the panoramic sunroof and the all new super screen. I will be doing a separate video on the super screen where I explain the whole infotainment, the whole system in total. But there's one thing I can tell you, that this is by far one of the best working infotainment systems I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not laggy at all as it used to be with the hyperscreen. Now with the latest MB.OS, it's the new operating system they have done with Google, I think. We have the Android Mercedes-Benz store where you can download, for example, apps like TikTok or Angry Birds, Zoom. You can actually have Zoom calls inside your E-Class now while stationary, and I think that will be also available when driving autonomous. It's really cool for that. You have the camera. You can also just take selfie pictures if you want. It's something really cool. The co-driver's display is right over here, and with this one now you can also stream and watch movies if you want, and you can also do that while driving, but it will be not visible for the driver. I will be demonstrating you that in the future. Is one of the coolest things. The main display, the driver's display, is the exact same one as we have in the S-Class, and this one you can also turn off 3D on off. The AMG line steering wheel, we already knew that with the old E-Class. It's exactly the same one. All in all, you have a lot of space in the inside. You have way more headspace now. You have a lot of light coming in the inside throughout the panoramic sunroof. We have a lot more interior back options now available. I mentioned it, Burmester 4D system coming now. The whole experience of driving this car is now completely rechanged, is completely improved. All in all, guys, how do you like the interior? If you want to watch the full detailed interior view of the new E-Class, check the info box above, because I will be doing a separate video on this. But now let's just jump outside and finish it off with a resume. Before I finish it off, let me also show you the back passengers here. The seat row, you have a lot of space, as I mentioned, also a lot of light coming in the inside. We also have the ambient color surrounding you, as we have the AMG line here also with the AMG floor mats. I really enjoy also sitting in the back of the new E-Class. I did, and it's amazing. Let me also show you the trunk. You can just open it by pressing it, and now in the inside of the trunk, even though we have a hybrid model, as you can see, it's a straight and full space you can use. You don't even see the difference, because in size wise it's exactly the same size as the predecessor E-Class, even though we have a hybrid model here. This is something I really appreciate and I really love. How do you guys like it? So that's it basically for today's video, guys. How do you like the latest generation 2024 model Mercedes-Benz E-Class, the W214 model? I have to say something. I really like it. I really do. The exterior, I'm a huge fan of the front, of the new grille. The headlights, the tail lights are super fancy. I love the traditional and still very modern design of the exterior body, and also the inside with the latest super screen, the latest infotainments, making it even more advanced than an S-Class and EQS is definitely really cool. Which one of these would you prefer? The AMG line or the progressive line still with the standing star? Leave that in the comment section below. I can't wait to show you more of the new E-Class, and I also can't wait to maybe show you the AMG models of this E-Class, maybe E53 and E63 coming off this as well. Can't wait to see that. All in all, hope you enjoyed today's video. Already looking forward to see you all again and wish you an amazing day. I will be back